trying to put a green screen behind me because I'm in a messy office. Let's do this one of a Windstar ship. I'm on a Windstar ship. I wish I was. Oh, well, I will be soon, but I'm not right now. I'm doing a YouTube like boot camp, vertical live kind of boot camp thing, and I need to do more vertical lives. So I am going to do a vertical live now on Windstar. I asked my followers on Instagram to send me some questions. So I'm going to select a few of them to do on this live stream and answer. And then I might do another one after about some cruise news, because I think that is how I'm going to do my future vertical lives about cruise news. So there might be some Windstar cruise news coming up on a future YouTube live. So the first question I was asked was, do I prefer a larger or a smaller ship? It's a difficult question, to be honest. Like, I'd always prefer a smaller ship, like always. But that's not for saying that large ships don't have their place. Smaller ship, ask me outright, larger or smaller ship, less people. I'm very introverted. I like my own space, my own time. I'm not these people that love a huge crowd around them. Like, you never find me doing a hosted cruise, because it's not me. I hate being the centre of attention. So smaller ship, less people, goes to smaller, quieter, locations, like ports. However, larger ships are amazing too. And I say by larger, I have never been on one of the largest, like the Icon of the Seas, Star of the Seas, that kind of level. Although World Europa is not far off that, but we did do ship within a ship in the yacht club, so it's not really comparable. But yeah, I mean, large ships, I'd never say no to cruising on a large ship, basically. No. But smaller is more for me. Especially as I've got older, I think I just prefer the more quieter, serene times. But yeah, larger ships are good too. Someone's asked me if I'm going to do another Crystal cruise. I hope so. The only thing with Crystal cruises is they're very expensive. And it was very expensive, but it was worth every penny. And I did cruise solo, so the solo cruise nurse made it even more expensive. But no, definitely Crystal, without a doubt. I mean, this actually answers my one of the other questions, which was favourite cruise line. In just 3 nights, I think, aboard. Excellent. I mean, Crystal are just incredible. I mean, they just think of everything. The food is incredible. I never thought I was a Nobu fan, probably pronouncing that wrong, but it was incredible. I'm not really a sushi fan, but the Japanese Peruvian food was amazing. Their uma and the beef bar. Oh my God, Monaco beef bar was amazing. I could eat lunch there like every day, without a doubt. And then the man, one of the waiters there, and then the head waiter, just had an incredible memory. So whenever you went there, it was like you were a long lost friend, and he knew everything. He remembered, like, if you wanted still sparkling water, the soft drink you drank, everything. He just remembered, and he was incredible. And the whole cruise was kind of like that. Crystal are just, just incredible. And I loved, if you're ever on a Crystal cruise and you're sailing away, go onto the prom deck, and it's a surprise. You'll listen, and it's incredible. And yeah, I think whenever I went on the prom deck on that ship, it was just me on there. Like, it was just, you just felt like it was your private yacht. It was incredible. And the guy who asked that question, Bradley, was on the same cruise I was on. I can't wait for one of us to do a cruise again with Crystal. We'll be watching each other's content intently. But yes, in short, definitely would do another Crystal cruise. Hope to take Mr. No Cruise Control with me this time. Yeah, it's just fitting cruises in. There's so many I want to do. And then I have to work. So, But yes, hopefully. Someone also asked, when I solo cruise, do I go to the solo meetups? I don't tend to. Again, back to the introvertedness, anything with quiet lifeness, don't like to be centre of attentions. I don't know, I don't like talking about myself and these things. I feel, because there's new people, you need to go and talk about yourself. I much prefer talking about other people and learning about other people, because I know about myself and that's boring. No, I would go, and I think next time I cruise solo is on a ship of 11 of us, so I'm kind of going to have to, get to know the people I'm cruising with, and there's only 10 other people, and I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, the thing is, in my job, I talk to so many people about so many things. Being a specialist nurse for organ donation, like I can talk to families for hours. But again, it's about them and about their loved one. I find that if I'm happy to talk about other people for ages and hours because I find people fascinating. But to talk about myself, no, it's not what I'm comfortable doing. Yeah. So solo meetups, do you know, I'm embarrassed to say I've never been to one. But they were also asked, which cruise ships do I think do them well? I mean, all of them, really. I think NCL probably do them well. And P&O, I think P&O and Cunard, like Princess, the kind of Carnival Corp ones, they seem to do them well. I see them advertised a lot in the ship newspapers. And I really should, when I cruise solo, go to them. I think because I speak to people constantly 12 hours a day in my usual work, it's just nice to go away and not speak to anyone and just do everything on my own time and do my own thing. And I really should, though, because there's some fascinating people to meet. And I mean, I met many fascinating people on cruises, like with my husband, but I just don't know, on myself, I'm just a bit of a recluse. It's very sad, but yeah, and a bit shy, I guess. I mean, I'm not shy, that's the wrong word, but I don't know, given the choice of time by myself or time with random loads of strangers, I'd rather be by myself. Yeah. And then another question I was asked was, which is your favourite ship? I mean, that's difficult. I think it's whichever ship I'm on in that moment. I was very fond of P&O Oriana, which I know many people were. She was a gorgeous little ship. I loved her teak, like promenade deck, and her tiered aft at the back. Beautiful ship. And Oceana was very nice too. I mean, again, I think it's whichever ship I'm on in that moment. But also Crystal Serenity was amazing. But I think that's just because Crystal, the service and the line was brilliant. The Edge Class, Celebrity Beyond, Celebrity Apex. I love those ships. They're very beautifully designed. What other ships? Well, Iona. Iona's a beautiful ship, really, very well designed, fitting for her Norwegian itineraries. Then Seadream Yacht Club. I liked Seadream 2 and Seadream 1 is identical. They were beautiful ships. And the National Geographic Endurance, that was an amazing ship. I never realised sort of expedition ships could be so luxurious. But yeah, they were incredible. I'm trying to persuade Mr. No Cruise Control to save up with me to go on one. That's the only unfortunate thing. These ships are so amazing and so like beautiful, so expensive too. What other ships? The Princess ships, they're all nice. I liked Emerald Princess, quite classic. And yeah, classically designed. It was very nice, lots of space. Queen Anne, QM2, Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria is a beautiful ship. She's quite high up there with my favourite ships as well, to be honest. Yeah, beautiful. I love the art. I love Art Deco design. I've always been a fan of Art Deco design. And Queen Victoria is just gorgeous. And her library is beautiful with a tiered wooden staircase in the middle. The Royal Arcade there with a beautiful, I think it's a dent clock. Yeah, I can't remember, but it's a beautiful clock. It's really, really nice. And then the final question I'm going to answer today was next cruise. So my next cruise is it's not later this month. This month, there's not much left of it. Is next month, September. My husband and I are flying to New York, and then we're going to get the train up to Montreal. It's a bit of an adventure through the fall trees, I guess, yeah. Hoping for some fall colours. And then we have a few days in Montreal, and then we're getting on an Azamara quest and sailing back down through Canada. It's a Canada intensive trip. And then we stop in a few US places as well, like Boston and Martha's Vineyard, on the way back to New York. And then we fly back, yeah. And then it's only a few days till I then go to Oban, and I'm cruising with the Majestic line. I'm doing that solo. I've been wanting to do it for years, and I just bit the bullet and booked it and paid for it earlier this year. So, yes, very much looking forward to that. And then I'm back a few days again then, and then I'm off to Rome to join Windstar. But Windstar, one of their sailing ships, so that will be fun. That is a sort of hosted trip, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I come back, and then I'm going to a ship christening in Budapest. So looking forward to that, a river cruise ship. Yeah, thanks for joining if you've watched this. Like I said, I'm in a boot camp on YouTube, and I am being encouraged to go live. So I've been going live. There are some incentives, I think, like prizes and YouTube partnership, mentoring, more serious mentoring and stuff going on. So yeah, I thought I'd do some more lives, and I'm going to come back in a minute and do some cruise news lives to share some of the new cruise news that's come out over the last few days. Thank you very much for watching.